He voted his conscience.
This is Alex Jones, and I want to tell you about the Ecola Blue atmospheric water generator that produces pure drinking water right from the humidity in the air. No, this isn't science fiction. It's very real. I know because I use one every day in my own home, and it's available right now to you. Because you know exactly where your water comes from with Ecola Blue, you'll know what's in your cup. Clean, great-tasting water without all the pollutants. Get your family off the grid today by ordering your own Ecola Blue atmospheric water generator for your home or business. Their best seller, the Ecola Blue 28. Produces up to 7 gallons of water every day. The Ecola Blue 28 is easy to use and economical. Generate your own pure water from the humidity in the air. This system is free of chemicals and uses a multi-stage filtration system, including reverse osmosis, carbon filters, and ultraviolet lights. Order now and claim your water independence today by calling Ecola Blue at 1-800-691-6043. That's 1-800-691-6043. Or visit Ecola Blue on the web at www.ecoloblu.com today. Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
They have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at prisonplanet.tv.
Gold isn't for you? Ted Anderson, president of Midas Resources, one of the world's premier gold and precious metal investing firms. I get it. You wouldn't buy gold if you believed that the government is doing a great job, that the Fed will stop handing out trillions of dollars like bailout candy, that Social Security would be there for you. That's not what's happening. You might even pass on gold if the stimulus package wouldn't fuel inflation, or that the dollar wouldn't lose value, or that your retirement would be secure. If all looks rosy to you, then now is not the time to buy gold. For the realist, there have never been more sobering reasons to diversify with gold. Since 2001, the U.S. dollar index has tanked 30% while gold has risen 300%. Right now, savvy investors are adding gold to their portfolios. You should too. Find out what they know. Call us and I'll send you 10 reasons why gold will do very well, free. 800-686-2237. 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365. We just talked to Rachel Mills, press secretary for Ron Paul. He did vote against the overall banking bill, but he shepherded the audit the Fed bill, the amendment, through the House Banking Committee into the bill. He's happy it passed. He's not happy the other provisions are in there, but it now goes to the Senate. We've got to make sure that doesn't get stripped out. I wanted to take a few final calls for Bob Chapman, then I'm going to run down all the latest ClimateGate, a bunch of other financial news that I haven't gotten to yet. But first, let's go to Greg in Hawaii, who's been patiently holding. Greg, you're on the air.
Woo! Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition.
Okay, buddy, go ahead.
Hey, Kalikimaka, Alex, thanks for taking my call. I got a couple quick questions. And
yeah, they got to be quick because your phone's really bad.
All right, let me get off a speakerphone here. Is that better?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
All right. how do you wake up a girlfriend that works for Big Pharma? Is one question. And another question is, what size of shirt do you wear? I want to send you a shirt I made for Christmas.
Okay, well, number one, my wife, when she was my girlfriend, didn't really entirely believe everything I was talking about. And I said, that's great, honey. I like you and like the way you look and everything else, and like your personality. You don't have to believe what I believe. And then after a year or two of being around me, she was like, my God, this stuff's all real. She'd see me there reading the papers, the documents. And then we got married, and she knows as much as I do about this and is more freaked out than I am and can't believe the public isn't waking up. So I wouldn't hard sell her. You could bring her, you know, the CBS News article where they put live polio virus in the polio vaccine, killing a bunch of people. You can bring her the Tuskegee experiment information. You can bring her Project Shad, where our own government nerve gassed our troops to death and did tests on them, did the same thing in England. You can bring her the actual insert of the vaccines where it says the H1N1 has mercury, can cause cancer, can sterilize you, and say, well, then why is the news saying this is just fine? And, you know, just make it fun. And a lot of yuppies and people, if you really want to wake her up, they go off of feeling trendy. So, you know, just kind of laugh with her, not at her, and say, okay, you know, you think 20% of the public on serotonin reuptake inhibitors is great. You know, you think all this is wonderful? Hey, here's articles right here. Here's the insert for Prozac admitting it can make you commit suicide. Oh, here's articles where they suppressed that in their trials in 1980-81. I mean, instead of arguing with her, just give her a pile of documents. Bob Chapman.
There's no other way to do it. And, of course, there's Alex's site, and there's the International Forecaster. And over a period of time, as long as she's willing to listen, it'll all open up.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. What about chemtrails? Because about a month ago, I saw a gray plane flying about 4,000 feet, releasing a chemtrail over Kihei Mountain.
Well, the White House science czar has now admitted there's been a long-term secret weather modification project they call geoengineering or terraforming going on. And, yes, there is a lot of atmospheric manipulation, and I wear a large. Okay, I went from an extra large to a large, but if I don't get back on my diet, I'll go back to an extra large. But I wear a large T-shirt. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate the call. Another call for Bob Chapman here. William in Tennessee. You're on the air. Go ahead, William.
Greetings and salutations from the FEMA-controlled state of Tennessee.
Yes.
How are you doing today?
Yes, for those that don't know, you have official Army checkpoints in Tennessee. The governor says don't do it, but they just continue them.
It's everywhere. It's really intimidating to try to go anywhere in public. I just had a really quick question for you. Which of your documentaries best describes the eugenics project and its overreaching, overarching end result? End
game blueprint for global enslavement. This film right here. End game.
Why they would want us to all perish? I mean, they need slaves, right?
No, they don't want us to all perish. They want, on average, different documents say different numbers, 250 to 350 million people. Bob Chapman, explain to our friend that this is a parasitic banking system that creates fiat money to buy the world. They don't need us. They don't want us. Explain that, Bob.
Well, to take it one step further, then they don't need as many people, and they're interested in the longevity of the planet. They're also, as Alex said earlier, if you were listening, they have ways of extending life now, 150 to 200 years, and it'll grow in time. And they don't want to give that to everybody. They just want these slaves to be able to evolve for the time that they naturally are living today, which would be in the 80s. And then if people learn about what they're doing, well, they'll naturally die or be put to death. And so that's you might call it the world that they want to create for us.
Bob Chapman, fire out the toll-free number if folks want a complimentary copy of the International Forecaster.
That number is, and I don't have it in front of me, here it is, 877-479-8178, toll-free, 877-479-8178.
Or theinternationalforecaster.com. Get one online. Thank you, Bob. See you next week.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.